Good day to you, fellow heavy metal minstrels. I have just returned from a mighty quest to find the cheapest and best guitar starter pack on Amazon.com. You know, with the holidays approaching, there are many among us who need to find a good deal on a first guitar, but of course we want to spend as little coin of the realm as possible. My journey has uncovered this product right here from Best Choice Products, and this, they claim, has everything you need to start playing guitar. That's right, within this rectangular cardboard chalice, there is a guitar, an amplifier, a gig bag, and all of the accessories you need to make the instrument functional. And would you believe that this entire thing costs between $110 to $120? Even the most common of the common people can afford such a price. All right, but enough talk. Now is the time for action. As you can see, I already have my protective gear on, so let us open this box and reveal the quality of this Best Choice Products guitar starter pack in all of its glory. And I will start with an incision on the back here. Yes. This tape is no match for the edge of my blade. All right. The tape has been cut. Now we shall open the box. This box has served us well. It can now rest. As I gaze into this box, I can now see that there is, in fact, a guitar inside, and there appears to be several other items as well. I believe we're safe now, so let me remove my protective gear because I'm absolutely roasting, and then we will take a closer look at these products. There we are. If I had a horse right now, I would willingly trade it for a nice cold iced tea. All right, so I have freshened up a bit. Now let's take a look at this guitar starter pack. We're going to examine it and also do a full demo and review of the guitar. Now I should mention that this guitar is offered in many different colors. They all look pretty good. They're sort of these transparent burst finishes. The one I chose here is called Bourbon, and it's sort of a kind of transparent orange tobacco burst, but it looks pretty cool, at least in the pictures. But there's about 8 different colors total, and they all cost about the same price. So let's go ahead and take this guitar out of here. Now this is kind of a small box that they crammed all the stuff into, but it does have some nice packing material, so it looks pretty well protected, and I don't see any damage to the box or anything like that. They've got these little foam inserts on the top and the bottom, and honestly, for $110, $120, I'm not expecting a whole lot, but I'm hopeful that this is going to be really nice here. So first we'll just look at the guitar, and let me just pull it out here and show you guys. Okay, and there we go. This is the Bourbon finish. It does look very nice, and it's got a matching headstock, which is really cool. Now I will show you guys some close-up pictures of the guitar here. One thing that's pretty interesting is on the headstock, it has a black binding on the headstock, but it looks to me like that binding has just been painted onto the headstock. Okay, but I don't want to get ahead of myself. I'll go over the full specs of this guitar in a little bit here, but there's the guitar. Now let's see what else we have in here. Take out this packaging. Okay, now this looks to be like the amplifier. Let's open this up and take a look. This is going to be a 10-watt amplifier, pretty standard for one of these starter packs. And yes, there we are. It says Guitar Amplifier GA10. So this is about as generic as you get, but we'll plug it in, we'll see how it sounds. Again, the whole thing costs 120 bucks, and sometimes it's even on sale. Sometimes it's even cheaper than that. One thing that's kind of cool, this has like a little kickstand on the back here, so you can lean this back because this is a pretty short, it's a pretty small amplifier. So if it's sitting down on the ground, it's great that you can lean it back and have the speaker pointing directly up at you if you're sitting or standing up. And as far as controls, we got the input, of course, over here. It's got a 1/4-inch headphone jack, so you'll probably need a adapter to plug in like a regular, little 1/8-inch jack for your headphones. We've got the volume, treble and bass controls, no mid-range control, and then a drive button over here. So it's technically a 2-channel amplifier. Now we also have some other things here. We've got a gig bag, okay, BCP, Best Choice Products gig bag. This is one of these real thin, cheap ones. Honestly, it's not going to protect the guitar all that much, but it does let you transport the guitar easily. And there's also a bag here. Let's see what's in here. Okay, instruction manual for electric guitar. Well, I don't need that. And let's see what else here. We've got, we got a whole bunch of stuff. So we've got the standard, cable, guitar cable. We've got a tuner, clip-on tuner, that's nice. And then here we've got a strap, and it looks like about 6 guitar picks of different colors. We've got an extra set of strings and a cleaning cloth, polishing cloth. This will come in handy. I think I might actually use this on my helmet. All right, guys, so that's everything there. Now, I'm going to go over some more specific specs of this guitar a little bit later in the video, the body woods and dimensions and so forth. But we want to know how this stuff is going to work, how it's going to play and sound, right? So we'll go ahead and plug it in and listen to how it sounds. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to plug in the guitar to one of my amplifiers to give you some different tones. But of course, I am also going to plug it into the amplifier that it comes with so we can listen to what this amplifier sounds like. Now, real quick, guys, if you enjoy videos like this and you enjoy checking out cool, affordable guitar gear, and you have not already subscribed, please consider subscribing right now. I am just, I think, a few months away from being able to afford my full suit of armor. I'm really working towards that, and I need your help to get it. All right, guys? So yeah, we'll go ahead and plug this in and listen to how they sound. Let's check it out. Alright guys, so let's talk a little bit more about this guitar. So spec-wise, you know, it's a Strat copy, right? We got 3 single coil pickups, 1 volume control, 2 tones, and a 5-way toggle switch. It's a 25.5-inch scale length, just like you'd find on a Fender Strat. 22 frets. Now these frets are pretty small. These are like vintage size frets. They're not finished wonderfully, but the edge of the fret is beveled in enough from the edge of the fretboard that even though they're not finished that great, they don't stick out at all, so you're not going to get scraped up on these frets or anything like that. Now the neck of the guitar is maple. Of course, it's a bolt-on neck. It's a rosewood fretboard, and the body is basswood. Now this overall guitar is very, very light. This is like a 5.5-pound guitar. Also, another thing about the body, which is kind of interesting, is the edge of the body is much sharper than a regular Strat body. You know, most Strats have a very round edge on it. This is a lot sharper, kind of similar to an Ibanez RG. Also, the body actually has binding all the way around it, but the finish is so dark and it goes right over the binding that it's actually really difficult to see unless you get up close and really look at it. And then there's also that binding up here on the headstock, which looks cool from a distance, but when you get up and look at it really closely, it looks like it's just been sort of painted on. But that being said, the guitar plays and works just as it should. The setup could be a little bit better. Now I have deliberately not changed anything since I got the guitar out of the box. I have not changed the setup or anything like that. All I did was tune it. And so the demo that you saw was me playing it just fresh out of the box. But as far as the setup, you could lower the action a little bit and maybe raise the pickups a little bit. And if you want to do that stuff, they do include the little Allen wrenches and so forth that you need to make those adjustments. But if you're getting this guitar for somebody as their first guitar and they have no idea how to do a setup on a guitar, that's totally fine because you don't really have to mess with the setup in order to play the guitar. It plays fine just out of the box. Now when you first go to tune this guitar, you will probably have to tune it a few times to get it to where it's really going to stay in tune. But once you get there, at least what I found is once you get it in tune and you let the strings settle in and stretch a little bit and then you tune it again, it does hold the tuning pretty well. Now, the exception to that is going to be this vintage style tremolo down here. I do not recommend you use it. Vintage style trims on inexpensive guitars, even on an expensive guitar, they're just not that good. So I would basically just consider this you know, as like a string through bridge. I wouldn't even bother using the whammy bar. So this is not the best guitar in the world by any means, but for the price you're paying, it really is pretty good. I mean, it's a very cool looking guitar and it plays and sounds fine right out of the box. Now just as a comparison, another starter pack that I have checked out in the past is the Sawtooth starter pack. Now this guitar is up around $150, $160, and it's the same deal where it comes with a little amplifier and a strap and that kind of stuff. You're paying about, you know, maybe 40 bucks more. It definitely is a better guitar. The big differences are in the neck and the frets. These are bigger frets and they're finished better. And they've clearly put more work into the overall fit and finish of the guitar. I mean, it has a proper headstock logo and everything. But 40 bucks can make a difference. So if you're looking to save a little bit of money and you're looking for something similar, you know, this guitar really is pretty good for a beginner's guitar. Now, as far as that little amplifier goes, it's kind of similar to the guitar. It's not something I would recommend you go on tour with or do some, you know, big budget recording with, but it works exactly as it should. It didn't have any problems with it, and it's something you can absolutely use to learn how to play guitar. Now, as I said at the beginning of the video, the guitar is offered in several different colors. They all look pretty cool. There's like a cool red and black one, and I really like how this one looks as well. I'm going to put links in the video description below where you can find these guitars. They're on Amazon. It was shipped to me within a few days, and they all cost between about $110 to $120. So guys, let me know what you thought about that guitar. Honestly, it blows my mind every time I check out one of these, you know, budget guitars, how good they are for such a small amount of money. You know, we truly are living in the golden age of guitar manufacturing. The fact that a guitar company can crank these guitars out and sell them for 120 bucks in a big pack like that, and that it's a totally fine playable guitar, it's just crazy. All right guys, that's it for today. Links in the video description. I will also have links to my social media and my instructional video down there. And guys, if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe for more, and I'll see you next time.